I felt like I need to showcase this build because I know people didn't get far enough in that video, so they didn't know about the second build in that video. I didn't want to make a redundant video, but apparently I have to because people skipped over it. So I made a video with the super spam, which y'all just seen I just did with this build. For Void, while I was getting my super in 10 seconds, people tried to debunk it, said I was getting my super in 20 seconds, 15 seconds, and I had to shut them down. Some people even trying to say 60 seconds. I made a whole short, it blew up, showing I would get my super in 10 seconds, but then people was like, you won't be able to do that in -30 and up and whatever. As you can see, the beginning clip was me doing it in -30. They've been trying to debunk this build for the longest. Why? I don't know. I don't know. Like, I just made you a good build you can use to spam your super as a Titan. Why are you trying to be in denial so much about it? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But people was like, I don't want to use Void Titan, and I guess they didn't watch toward the very end of the video because I showed a prismatic version of this build. So I'm gonna use my super right here, right? And then I'm just gonna go over here. Now you won't get your super as quick as on Void because it's not a roaming super, but as you know, prismatic has roaming supers on it, so it is possible to get away with this on a different super in prismatic, right? So you still get your super back very quick. Okay, now the pro that prismatic has though is prismatic has transcendence. So if I use my super right here and then I use the shield, transform transcendent, get it back, then that will not pull ricochet on all them people, bro, but it doesn't matter. Get it back, right? And if I just punch one more person, I throw my melee again and I got it. Okay, so you can get it way quicker being inside prismatic. And y'all see in my footage, I end up spamming my super THUNDERCRASH multiple times because of that, right? As you can see, I'm doing it, and we finna have a super again already. So very possible on prismatic very consistently. So I made sure I built the build where you can get transcendence very quick, so that you can spam THUNDERCRASH 2 to 3 times while inside prismatic before you get out of it. And the good thing about prismatic is the moment you get out of it, you get your signal shield again. So it's very easy to spam this. So build time. But before we continue, shout out to today's sponsor, DVN.net. Guardians, I would like to recommend you all a great service the Traveler blessed us with, DVN.net. Here, you can find a team to complete different activities for you, like raids, dungeons, trials, exotics that you don't have, and even power grind. No longer do you have to torture yourself with grind level torture. You can give it to somebody else. You can torture somebody else with it, okay? All the services can be done without account sharing, so no worries about securing your account and having to give away your login information. To order a service like that, all you have to do is talk to an operator in the bottom right corner where it says chat and schedule a self-play appointment with your order. The website has been working for a long time. It has a lot of players, reviews, and payment methods. You can check out everything yourself, and with the promo code AlchemistKirito, you will have a 15% off discount on all services. If you have any further questions, just ask the operator in the bottom right corner. What you waiting for? Get help from DVN.net today. So in this build, we are using Doom Fang Pauldron. And I guess some Titan mains just forgot about this exotic. It help y'all get y'all super back quick. Like, it give y'all 20% of y'all super every time y'all get a shield kill. So every time y'all throw that shield and it kills somebody, it gets you a kill. I mean, it gives you 20% of your super. Okay? And then also, too, if you're rocking a void weapon in this build, you get void surge ×4. So you can definitely run a void weapon in this build to get stronger. I like to use Lotus Eater because of that. But if you don't care about that extra damage from your void weapon, then by all means you just put on whatever weapons you want. It's not mandatory. But yeah, and then I had people over here talking about try that in negative content, it won't kill a yellow name and stuff. Y'all do know Titans have ways to buff up their melee damage, right? right? My bad, guys. I had to go to -30 because I know people. They hate this build for some reason. I don't know. But with the knights, people say you can't do this on higher tier enemies. You gotta use it on red names. One, you sound dumb. Why would you waste your melee on a yellow name if you can kill the red name with ease to get your super? The mission gonna always be filled with red names. So abuse the red names to get your super quick, and then use your super to kill the yellow names and up mini bosses and up. So that's a dumb ideology. That's one thing. But another thing is I don't understand why people acting like Titans aren't the melee class. They already are known for doing more melee damage. We have the melee stat. Mine's not at 200. You can get to 200 in the melee stat to make sure this secure to kill. But you can put your stat to 200 to increase your melee damage by 30%, right? Then we have knockout that increase your melee damage by 130%. Then you can freeze somebody before you do your melee, then increase the damage even more. And then we have shield crush and the artifact that increase your melee damage even more. So I don't understand why people act like your melee can't kill a yellow name at -30, but also too, it's called prime the enemy. Prime them. Why would you not prime the enemy and then throw your melee to kill them? Why wouldn't you do that? It don't make sense to me. It does. The mindset doesn't make any sense. The mindset doesn't make any sense. I truly don't get it. And then I left a piece out. I see, easy, like you should be doing this in your normal gameplay. I left a piece out too where we have Fast of the Courage on. Fast of the Courage increase your melee damage by 50%. So all these stuff to buff up your melee damage, I just don't understand where's the logic there on priming the enemies and stuff while you're in a mission. I don't get it. I don't get it. And if you got everything stars aligned, but you having a void over shield or a frost armor on, you got knockout on, you got the enemy affected by a dark debuff, they frozen, something like. If you got all the stars aligned, you will one shot them with the shield. As y'all just seen, I did it to one of these. I don't get that mindset, but yeah, I just wanted to make sure I got that out the way. The stats you want to go for is between, you want 150 minimum for your melee stat, and your super stat, I say try to go 150 as well. Both 150. If you can get both in the 200, perfect. If you got the perfect armor for that, amazing, okay? Your weapons can be whatever you want. Again, you could go with Void to strengthen up. Since you're going to get strengthened up by Doom Fang Pauldron, you can go with Void, okay? You definitely can do that. Now. Artifact. Only thing you need artifact is refresh threads and elemental coalescence. This makes it that when you pick up elements to pick up, matching your super. In this case, it will be Iron and Trace. You get bonus the energy for your melee and stuff. But Iron and Trace gonna buff up everything. But this is gonna make it that your melee go up even more, since that's the main thing you're only spamming in this build. And then we got on Frost Renewal. You will have Frost Armor in this build, slamming your Ice Staff on the ground. Of course, you want Shield Crush, increase your melee damage, and that's about it. I put on the kinetic stuff because I got Monte Carlo on, so I did put on Light Forge Lead so I can get bonus ammo generation with it, and then also that fresh bullet smell to give it kinetic surge for free. When I pick up special ammo break, I get ×2 surge. Pick up a heavy break, ×3 surge. Other than that, that's all you need in artifact. Subclass. Your super can be whatever you want, whatever you prefer. If you choose a Roman super, you will get your super back quicker. Okay, if you pick Thundercrash or Twilight Arsenal, it takes a little bit more time, but as y'all seen, it don't take long at all. With the gameplay footage in top right corner, and with like I said, gameplay top right corner, and what I just showed you in shooting range, you see you'll get it quick, especially with the prismatic strat with Transcendence. Your class ability can be whatever you want. Shield throw, obviously, this is how you use Doom Fang. We got on Glacial Grenade just for freezing enemies, so my melee do more damage to them when I hit them while they frozen with the shield to get that super energy. Also lock enemies down but also too, Dark Transcendence energy as well. You can go Shackle Grenade if you're a Shackle Grenade type of guy or girl, but I just like to freeze in them so I get more damage with my melee. We got Diamond Lance just to help with the Dark Transcendence energy again, so we get our dark energy up so we can do Prismatic and spam it basically. But also too, this gives us Frost Armor whenever we slam it. And again, another way to freeze people, and then we can melee them, whether we melee them normally or with our shield throw. We got Knockout on. This decreases our melee them by 130% whenever we break an enemy shield or weaken them. And then also too, this gives Amplified whenever we use our melee. We get health back whenever we melee kill somebody, so survivability. And then also too, while we got Knockout on, all our regular unpowered melees are considered powered arc melees. So we can still run around and punch enemies, making orbs and picking them up and getting bonus super energy with hands on in our helmet, because all our melees are considered power melees while Knockout is on. Fragments, of course, faster protection. We're going to be near enemies all day while punching them and stuff. So they give us 15% damage resistance. We have on faster sacrifice. We will always have a light buff on, because we're always going to be amplified or void overshield. So this allows that our abilities give a Dark Transcendence energy to help with that Dark Transcendence bar quicker. Because we know we're going to be spamming our shield and our arc power melee and our fall and stuff. So we know we're going to be getting light energy. We just need help with dark energy. So this helps us get our Transcendence bar up very quick. We got, and then of course the Sentinel Shield, we bounce on enemies as well, light energy. We got Faster to Hope on to give us our class ability back quick, but this is interchangeable. You can change this to whatever you want it to be. We got Faster Balance on, so we get bonus melee energy for light kills. 3 kills give bonus light energy, so like 10% melee energy, but 10%. Our shield will be bouncing off enemies killing people. Our power melee, we kill 3 enemies in a row within 5 seconds. They give us some melee energy. So perfect for spamming our Sentinel Shield to get that super quick. And then we have Faster Courage on. This makes that our melee, our light melee, does 50% more damage to enemies affected by darkness, aka slow/frozen in our case, or suspended when we are in Transcendence with our Prismatic Grenade. So you have so many ways to buff your melee damage in this build. You're going to be killing all the enemies with your melees very easily. And you can prime enemies before you throw your shield. It's called Think Smart. Work smarter, not harder. Duh. What I can recommend, replacing with Faster to Hope. If you want Radiant in your build, I don't understand why you want to, because you mostly won't be shooting your weapons like that. But you can put this on if you want. You can put on this. Defeating frozen targets give you stasis shards, since you are rocking a melee build, so you will be freezing people all day. So you definitely can put this on instead. Faster command. That's about it, to be honest. You could put on Devotion if you want your melee stat to go up by +10 and your light bar to go up even quicker, killing people that's affected by dark debuff. So that's very possible as well. I say it's dealer's choice. You also can put on Faster to Blessing, but again, Knockout is giving your health back from melee kills anyway, so you don't really need this. And that's the only 3 I can recommend. So up to you if you want Faster Command to make them stasis shards for you, so you get your melee back quicker for the Sentinel Shield, or you can get the light bar up quicker with Devotion and get that +10 melee stat. All up to you between those 2. Armor mods. You want 2 hands on your helmet because you are using melee power melees, whether it's your shield or just you punch people while you got Knockout on. They all consider power melee, so this gives you bonus super energy from your melee kills, having 2 of them on. We got 3 heavy handers on, so whenever you get a melee kill and make it aura power, again, it all gonna be a power melee. We got on 3 resist mods on our chest piece. You can put on a melee resist mod since you will be close to personal with these people, so that's more damage resistance on top of whatever element they use and shoot at you. We got on better already, so when I pick up an orb, it start health regen for us, since we know we are going to be getting health stacks of health, chunks of health from punching enemies and overshield. We got invigoration and orbs of restoration on. Again, we only spam on melee, so when we pick up the orb power, we'll double dip on getting energy with both of these on. And then class item, we got distribution on, so in case we ever do in a pickle, you know, worst case scenario, use your barricade, you'll get ability energy for all your abilities if you pop in your enemies, and super energy. It don't tell you that, but you also get super energy as well with this mod on. We got Reaper on and Outreach. So whenever we pop our class ability, we'll get melee energy as well. You really won't be using your class ability at all. So yeah, but it's there just be there. It's there just be there. Okay, it's there just be there. Now, you also want your armor set to be Smoke Jumper to add more damage resistance in your build. But that's the full build, and of course, your weapons can be whatever you want. I had a heavy rocket launcher for some dark transcendence energy in the build to get the prismatic bar very quick, transcendence bar very quick. Again, your weapon can be void to, you know, mooch off of Doom Fang if you want, with that ×4 surge, which is 25% extra damage. And then melee, we got Monte Carlo. Monte Carlo get buffed up by all the melee stats in this build, so the bayonet does do a lot of damage, and it guarantees me 50% of my melee energy back if I stab somebody with the bayonet. We're getting melee kills all day, so you should have ×5 Markov's chain to be able to spam it non-stop as usual. Y'all already know this if y'all watch my other videos. But also too, if you shoot and kill with this weapon, there's a chance when you kill an enemy, you get 100% of your melee charge back. But dealing damage with the bullets too, give you 2% of your melee back. So just very good for melee builds. Anyway, that's the build. Hope you guys enjoyed this build. I love this build so much, and I know y'all do too. I don't know why some people are hating on the build. Use the build. It's fun. Know how to be. It's build crafting. Come on now. I spammed THUNDERCRASH like 5 times in one solo mission. Insane. Sometimes I use it just to use it. Anyway, love you guys. Appreciate you guys always. And until next time, stay up.